The resident haters here. So Shakur fights this weekend, and I'm just gonna make a request from everybody. Um, if you DM me anything as it pertains to this fight, so I can stay abreast. Honestly, my you know how YouTube has an algorithm. My algorithm, honestly, is like uh, basketball, a little bit of boxing, and a little bit more of Malcolm X. Like that's my algorithm, you know. And so I know I'm gonna miss some things. So if you got time and you want me to respond to something, feel free to DM it to me. I honestly I greatly appreciate it. I'm not saying it as a I need help. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, I'm just talking about Shakur because it's fight week. I haven't watched anything, no interviews. I don't even know if they have interviews. I do know they're shrinking the ring. The irony in this is people call themselves honorable men, tough guys, real N-words. Um, I'll knock you out, I'll beat you up. They won't put it on the line when it comes to integrity. You know, they won't put it on the line. Fred, you won't put it on the line. I don't have a boss. And when boxing compromised my integrity, I had to give it up. You know, there's nothing stopping me from going to cover fights. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I like covering fights when it's contentious. I do. I like when I say something on Monday and I know I'm going to a fight on Saturday. I'm the only person to ever do that. The only person in boxing that will say, one, I think this fighter is going to lose. Two, I don't think the trainer is that good. Three, et cetera, et cetera. Then I show up Friday at the weigh-in. Thursday at the main event press conference. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably the only one in boxing to ever do that consistently. You know, so I said all that to say Shakur. Um, Shakur is going to win this fight. Will it be impressive? That's the only question. And let me digress back into the disrespect. I think Turkey Al-Sheikh is just blatantly disrespecting y'all. I've seen the side of Turkey Al-Sheikh lately that that gives me Hitler Jesse Owens vibes. What was that 32, 36 Olympics? What year was that, guys? Help me out. 40, 46, 40, 44, somewhere in there, man. 52, 56, 58, 60, 64. Yeah, I'm on the right track. It's giving me Jesse Owens versus a horse vibe. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me Joe Louis as a greeter in Caesar's Palace. They do things to belittle you. You willfully give away your masculinity and they destroy your integrity. You allow them to destroy your integrity. The fact that he says he don't want no runners and he's put memes up or something like that, Tom and Jerry or something. I haven't seen it, but I listened to Blue Blood's video, I think, or I saw it on Instagram, something like that. Leads me to believe that you know, you're for sale, which is fine because you're in the entertainment business. I get that, but don't speak out of both sides of your mouth. You know, it's hard to be me. Shakur, it's hard to be me. It's damn near impossible to be me. You know, you got to give up a whole lot, you know. Shakur is going to win this fight. I like saying that. For those you don't know, I'm referencing the trainer that hit that woman. I don't know his name, but his son name is Schofield. So his dad was on video hitting a woman. And so he said, Shakur, Shakur. I don't know if he's allowed in those Islamic countries, hitting a woman, you know. That's something that Turkey al-Sheikh will have to deal with on his own. As I digress, he's going to beat him. He's going to pop shot him. He's going to lead with the jab. See, the problem with Shakur is he can't throw 400 punches a fight. He don't trust his hands enough to throw 400 punches. He don't want to land 200 punches. He's afraid to take that risk. I'm curious to know how many rounds he sparred for camp. Shakur will never be an offensive fighter because his hands are weak. I saw that picture and I'm like, whoa, I didn't know they were that bad. They're really, really bad. He should have never disclosed that, you know. But I don't have my concerns because I think that this era of fighters, and I got them all interlocked, you know. What's the guy's name? They like purses, they like painting their nails, they like dressing up. The Honduran that used to be with Top Rank, him. You got him, you got Tank, you got Devin, you got Ryan, you got Rolly. All those guys. Now, I will say, when Devin say let's fight, I believe he means let's fight. I will give him credit for that. I don't like the purses and the nails, the dresses, the blouses. I don't like none of that stuff, man. And it's hard for me to get down with a apex predator, an alpha male, and he's wearing a purse, so it's hard for me to even watch the fight or watch the build up to it, support it. You know, I'm a very conservative male. Like, that's just who I am instinctively, you know. But Shakur is gonna win, but he'll never please the fans. His hands will never allow him to please the fans. And he was once one of my bright stars. But what took me off of Shakur was he missed weight. And he was in that room when that rapper got killed. When that rapper got murdered. He was there. TMZ has a picture, y'all can Google it, of him standing right beside him moments before he was murdered. And he's been silent about that. You know, I thought real men do real things. I thought men are honorable. I don't respect men that allow another black man to get murdered and they know who did it. That's just what I believe. I believe that no snitching policy was created by people who want to do harm to all of us. You know. And I know in years I'm going to run into these people and I'm going to share the same sentiment. Simple, you know. I just think we got to be honorable men. You want a man to protect, I don't know if he has a daughter or a son. I know he has a child, but don't you want a man to be honorable and protect your child, especially your daughter, you know? You want him to be there. You want him to marry your daughter. And I'm just at a space right now, honestly, guys. My nephew is here with me for the summer. And you guys know how much time I spend with my kids. I've paid for and recreated. And so you guys, I got new people that listen to me. And planned a family reunion for my family, you know. And I'm spearheading it. And I have my Aunt Justa, who's on boots on the ground. And it's that's just where I'm at now. You know, um, everybody's gonna hit a certain age. I don't know what that age is for you, but it was really COVID for me, where you start identifying who you really are versus how much time you have left on earth. Like, you honestly you accept mortality. And a part of me and my mortality is just be forthright. You know, say how I feel, say what I believe, and tell the truth. Not his truth, not her truth, not the truth, you know? And that's just simply it. And I don't go surfing for conversations anymore. Like, I don't really talk to people in the streets, you know? Stick to myself a lot. Just me and my kids and Dre and my nephew for the summer. I'm trying hard to keep him, you know? Because I really think if he trains with Lincoln, he could be a high major Division I kid and change his life and become a millionaire. You know, he become a millionaire in college, you know, so. But as I digress back into Shakur Stevenson, now only 10% of y'all are gonna really understand. The other 90% are gonna say I'm self-absorbed and conceited, but you have to get to this space. You have to provide and protect for a family to understand my mindset. If you haven't done that, then you don't understand. You can't understand me. You just can't. So that's simply it. So Shakur, I think his hands will never allow him to be a fan-friendly fighter. And he's conservative intentionally I believe out of fear of breaking his hand. And I believe he's probably tired of surgeries and sitting out and hiding it. And I believe Top Rank did a really good job at hiding the fact that he had hand injuries. And that's simply it. So anyway, Shakur fights this Saturday. Pending on what time my son's games are, I will be watching. Most likely I won't be watching, especially if it's on DAZN. I don't have a DAZN subscription. However, I'm interested in this fight. I'm interested in what the optics is with the ring shrinking. How small will it shrink? 4x4? 8x8? I don't know. So, but y'all go ahead and have a good night. I got Shakur winning, you know, and Zepeda has an overhand right chance, you know. And outside of that, I think Shakur's straight punches and his counter right hook will win the fight by unanimous decision. Will he be fan-friendly enough? That's the question. I'm gone. Peace.